Welcome to the Security Systems Functional Design document for the TI1 Voice platform, version 4.1, updated March 2026. This presentation walks you through the complete security architecture, 7 interlocking systems that protect the platform 24 hours a day, around the clock, at every layer of the stack. The TI1 Voice platform is protected by 7 interconnected security systems, each operating at a different speed and level of abstraction. The intrusion detection system responds to threats in real time, within milliseconds. The AI Security Monitor runs a deep log analysis every 6 hours to catch what rules miss. The Spam and Bot Detection Pipeline scores automated traffic using 9 independent algorithms. Rate limiting throttles excessive requests with progressive delays before hitting a hard cap. Threat Intelligence automatically collects passive and active intelligence on attacking IPs. Forensic Reporting generates law enforcement-ready PDF dossiers for serious incidents. And new in version 4.1, the User Security Notifications system delivers real-time alerts directly to users when their account is affected. Together, these systems create a layered defense that is both fast and deeply analytical. Every incoming request travels through 6 security layers in strict sequence. First, the IP block list is checked. Permanently blocked IPs are rejected instantly. Second, any IP temporarily flagged by the IDS is blocked for 30 minutes. Third, the rate limit middleware throttles or rejects excessive traffic. Fourth, honeypot endpoints catch automated scanners in a single hit. Fifth, the application logic emits events, like authentication failures to the IDS engine. Finally, the IDS evaluates all events, escalates if multiple attack vectors are detected, and may trigger an immediate AI scan. The system handles over 7 security systems, responds to threats in under 1 millisecond through the IDS, runs AI analysis every 6 hours, and processes 9 distinct bot detection signals. System 1, the AI Security Monitor. This is the deep analysis layer, the system that catches what rule-based detection misses. While the IDS reacts in milliseconds to known patterns, the AI Monitor steps back every 6 hours and reads the full picture from the server logs, looking for complex, subtle, or novel attack patterns that only emerge over time. It is powered by the DeepSeek AI model and runs entirely in the background as an automated service. The AI Security Monitor follows a 7-step pipeline with every scan. Step 1, it reads the last 200 lines from 3 log files, the HTTP request log, the application event log, and the database query log. Step 2, it filters out its own previous entries to prevent feedback loops. Step 3, the combined logs are sent to DeepSeek AI with a specialized security analysis prompt at a temperature of 0.3 for deterministic, consistent results. Step 4, the AI response is parsed for a severity rating: critical, high, medium, LOW, or clean. Step 5, a separate bot detection analysis runs and appends its results to the report. Step 6, a color-coded HTML email report is dispatched to the security team. Step 7, new in version 4.1, the AI independently decides whether to activate maintenance mode. This decision is fully decoupled from severity. The AI outputs an explicit flag, either maintenance_mode yes or no, for every scan, regardless of the severity level. The AI is instructed to analyze server logs for 11 distinct security conditions: brute force login attempts, suspicious IP addresses, authentication failures, SQL injection attempts, unusual request patterns, error spikes, unauthorized access attempts, session anomalies, sensitive data exposure, denial of service indicators, and new in version 4.1, condition 11, coordinated account hijacking. This fires when 5 or more distinct users experience session anomalies from the same IP within a 10-minute window, a strong signal of mass session token theft. The AI is also trained on normal application behavior, front-end polling every 30 seconds, JWT refresh cycles, voice transcription uploads so it doesn't flag legitimate activity as threats. The AI assigns 1 of 5 severity levels to each scan. Critical means active malicious intent is detected. The AI decides independently whether to activate maintenance mode, and an email alert is sent immediately. High signal significant security concerns, an immediate email to the security team. Medium means noteworthy patterns worth monitoring. An email alert is generated. LOW covers minor, likely benign concerns, a notification is still sent. And clean confirms no security issues were found. A confirmation email goes out as a health check. This 5-level system ensures the right people get the right information, at the right urgency, every time. One of the most important changes in version 4.1 is how maintenance mode works. Previously, critical severity automatically triggered site-wide maintenance mode for 60 minutes. That's now fully decoupled. The AI makes an independent decision on every scan, outputting an explicit maintenance _mode flag, either yes or no. The scope is also now classified. A user scope means a single suspicious user is blocked, the rest of the platform stays online. A platform scope means the entire site goes offline, but only for 20 minutes instead of the previous 60. Any of the 11 security conditions can trigger maintenance mode, if the AI deems it necessary, regardless of whether the overall severity is critical, high, or even medium. Additionally, the new coordinated hijacking scenario, when 5 distinct users are attacked from the same IP within 10 minutes, automatically triggers platform scope maintenance mode without waiting for the next AI scan. System 2, the Intrusion Detection System, or IDS. Unlike the AI Monitor, which analyzes logs periodically, the IDS operates entirely in real time, responding to threats within milliseconds as they happen. It follows the OWASP sensor model, where detection points are embedded directly inside the application code. There are no external log watchers, no file polling, and no database queries on the hot path. All state lives in memory, making it exceptionally fast and resilient. The IDS is built around 3 main components. Detection points are small code hooks placed at every critical location in the application: the login endpoint, the two-factor authentication handler, the rate limiter, the request logger, the session dependency, and the honeypot router. Each emits a security event when something suspicious happens. The detection engine is a singleton class, intrusion detector, that receives all events, maintains sliding window counters per scenario and per IP, and evaluates thresholds in real time. It uses a threading lock for thread safety and never touches the database on the hot path. The response executor handles what happens when a threshold is breached, from logging a warning, to adding artificial delays, to temporarily blocking an IP and triggering a full security alert. The IDS tracks several categories of security events: authentication failures including failed logins and incorrect two-factor authentication codes; session anomalies, when a session token is used from a different IP than the one it was issued to; rate limit violations, when a client hits the HTTP 429 threshold; not found scanning, when many 404 errors are returned, suggesting path enumeration; forbidden access attempts, repeated 403 responses, indicating probing of restricted endpoints; server errors, clusters of 5xx responses suggesting exploitation attempts; and honeypot hits, any request to a decoy path, which is immediately definitive. Each event type feeds into one or more detection scenarios, building a picture of attacker behavior. Each IDS detection scenario uses a sliding window bucket model inspired by CrowdSec. Events fill a bucket. When the count reaches the scenario's capacity within its time window, the scenario fires its configured response. For example, the brute force login scenario fires after 7 failed attempts in 5 minutes, responding with a 30-minute IP block. The honeypot access scenario has a capacity of 1, a single hit triggers an immediate block. Path scanning fires after 15 unique 404 paths within 1 minute. New in version 4.1 is the coordinated hijacking scenario. If 5 distinct users generate session anomalies from the same IP within 10 minutes, the system immediately activates platform-wide maintenance mode, the only scenario that can do this automatically without waiting for an AI scan. The IDS uses a 6-level graduated threat system. Level 0, Observe, The event is recorded, but no action is taken. Level 1, warn, a warning is logged with full details. Level 2, throttle, artificial delays are added to requests from that IP. Level 3, block, the IP is temporarily blocked for 30 minutes, returning 403 forbidden. Level 4, alert, the IP is blocked, an email is sent, an ad hoc AI scan is triggered. Threat intelligence collection is queued, and a forensic report is automatically generated. Level 5, lockdown, reserved for future use as the highest possible escalation. There is also multi-type escalation. If a single IP triggers 3 or more different scenario types within 30 minutes, the IDS automatically escalates to alert regardless of what level any individual scenario would have triggered. This catches sophisticated attackers who combine multiple attack vectors to stay under individual thresholds. Honeypot endpoints are one of the most reliable security signals available. These are fake paths that no legitimate user, browser, or application would ever request. A single hit is definitively malicious, with near zero false positives. The platform deploys 8 honeypots, /wp-admin, /wp-login.php, /php-myadmin, /.env, /.git/config, /administrator, /admin.php, and /xmlrpc.php. Each one mimics a common vulnerable system: WordPress, Joomla, PHP-myadmin, Git repositories. Attackers running automated scanners almost always probe these paths. All honeypots return HTTP 404, revealing nothing, while simultaneously emitting a honeypot event to the IDS, which triggers an immediate IP block. System 3, Spam and Bot Detection. This system identifies non-human traffic, web scrapers, headless browsers, credential stuffing tools, and other automated clients by analyzing HTTP request patterns from the server logs. It replaces the previous AI-based spam analysis with a fully deterministic, algorithmic scoring pipeline that requires no external API calls, runs entirely on device, and produces consistent, explainable results every time. The bot detection pipeline runs in 4 stages. Stage 1, log parsing. The last hour of request log entries is read and parsed by regex into structured records containing over 15 fields, each: IP, user agent, path, timing, response size, authentication status, and header presence. Stage 2, session grouping. Records are grouped by IP and user agent combination. A new session begins whenever there's more than a 30-minute gap between requests. Stage 3, detection. Each session with 3 or more requests runs through 9 independent detectors. Each detector returns a score between 0 and 1 and carries a fixed weight. Stage 4, classification. The weighted average score determines the verdict. A score above 0.75 is classified as a bot, above 0.50 is suspicious, at or below 0.50 is human. Bots are rate limited to 500 requests per hour. Humans get 2,500. 9 independent detectors each analyze a different dimension of the session. Detector 1 checks for no bot user agents, curl, widget, Python requests, Puppeteer, Selenium, Headless Chrome, and scores 1.0 immediately on a match. Detector 2 flags user agent anomalies, empty strings, stale operating systems like Windows XP, outdated browser versions, or mobile agents from data center IP addresses. Detector 3 examines HTTP header completeness, missing except language, missing except encoding, or the absence of referrer on authenticated API calls. Detector 4 checks whether the IP belongs to known cloud or data center ranges, AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, OVH, and others. Detector 5 analyzes request burst patterns using a sliding window to catch high-frequency automation. Detector 6 measures timing regularity, truly random human inter-click intervals versus the machine-precise, sub-100 millisecond gaps of automated scripts. Detector 7 evaluates navigation patterns, whether the session ever loaded the single-page app, whether endpoints were accessed in suspicious alphabetical order, or whether there were no post requests at all. Detector 8 studies the session's overall shape, high volume hitting very few endpoints, very short sessions with many requests, or multiple user IDs from a single IP. And Detector 9 detects authentication probing, repeated failed login attempts, high ratios of 401 responses, or multiple account registration attempts. The final bot score is the weighted average of all 9 scores, with the total weight denominator being 6.6. When a session is classified as a bot, the system applies a graduated response designed to give users a fair chance to correct automated behavior. Step 1. Detection. The bot score exceeds 0.75. The session is classified as a bot and rate limited to 500 requests per hour. Step 2. Warning. An email and an in-app message are sent to the user, explaining the bot score and the top detector signals that triggered it. A warning record is created in the database. Step 3. Grace period. The user has 6 hours to improve their behavior. If the bot score drops below the threshold at the next scan, the warning is cleared, no further action. Step 4. Account disabled. If the user is still flagged after the 6-hour grace period, their account is automatically disabled and administrators are notified. Step 5. Resolution. When bot behavior stops, the warning record is cleared and admins receive a resolution notification. 2 important safeguards apply. Admin accounts are never automatically disabled, and users who are already disabled are skipped entirely. System 4. Rate limiting. The rate limiting system applies differentiated throttling to protect the platform from both accidental overuse and deliberate abuse. It operates as middleware, running after IP blocking but before application logic, so rate-limited requests are counted without consuming back-end resources. The key innovation is progressive throttling. Instead of an abrupt hard cutoff, the system introduces increasing artificial delays as clients approach their limit, giving well-behaved clients a smooth warning to slow down. 3 rate limit tiers are applied based on the request's authentication status. Authenticated users get 120 requests per 60-second window. Public, unauthenticated requests are capped at 60 per 60 seconds. Identified bots are throttled to 500 requests per hour. Progressive throttling kicks in at 70% of the limit. At 85% usage, clients experience around 1 second of artificial delay per request. At 95%, that rises to approximately 1.7 seconds. At 100%, an HTTP 429, too many requests response is returned with a retry after header that uses MathSeal to always round up to the next whole second, preventing clients from retrying a millisecond too early. Every 429 response triggers a rate limit hit event in the IDS. After 5 violations in 5 minutes, the IP is temporarily blocked for 30 minutes. Certain paths bypass rate limiting entirely. The tracking pixel endpoint and thumbnail generator must always respond immediately. A question mark token query parameter preserves authentication context for requests that need to pass through rate limiting transparently. System 5. Security Event Persistence. Every security event generated by the IDS is permanently written to the database, creating an audit trail that survives server restarts, feeds threat intelligence, and powers forensic report generation. This is the memory of the security system, the historical record that lets investigators reconstruct exactly what happened, when, and from where. Security events are persisted using a fire and forget pattern. The IDS processes events in memory at full speed. Database writes happen asynchronously. The hot path is never blocked by disk I/O. If a write fails, the error is logged but the IDS continues operating without interruption. Each event record captures the event type, source IP address, user ID, username, the request path, detailed context, the user agent, the threat level, the scenario name and its current count, and the creation timestamp. The table is indexed on source IP with timestamp and event type with timestamp for efficient filtering in the admin panel. Administrators can search, filter by IP address, event type, or time range, and click any IP address to immediately launch Threat Intelligence Collection. System 6. Threat Intelligence. When the IDS blocks an IP, the platform doesn't just stop the attack, it automatically investigates the attacker. Threat Intelligence Collection runs in 4 phases, triggered by increasing threat levels, combining passive open-source intelligence with active reconnaissance and integration with the Global Abuse IPDB database. Threat Intelligence Collection unfolds in 4 phases. Phase 1, Passive OSINT, triggers at block level or higher. The system automatically collects whois and ASN data, performs reverse DNS lookups, queries Abuse IPDB for the IP's global reputation, and geolocates the attacker. Phase 2, AI Attack Analysis, triggers at alert level. DeepSeek AI classifies the attack type, analyzes intent, recommends a scan strategy, and produces a risk assessment based on the collected intelligence. Phase 3, Active Reconnaissance, triggers at alert level when enabled. An NMAP port scan runs against the attacker, top 100 or 1000 TCP ports, with service version detection and operating system fingerprinting. Phase 4, Abuse IPDB reporting, triggers at alert level when enabled. The attacker is automatically reported to Abuse IPDB, with mapped abuse categories, and a detailed comment summarizing the security events. All results are cached for 24 hours to avoid redundant lookups for the same IP. Forensic reporting and IP blocklist work together as the platform's legal documentation layer. When an alert level incident occurs, a comprehensive PDF forensic report is automatically generated. It includes a cover page and executive summary, the applicable legal framework, referencing the Belgian Penal Code, European Union Directive, and the Budapest Convention, a full event timeline of up to 100 events, the complete threat intelligence summary, active reconnaissance results, AI-generated recommendations, and step-by-step filing instructions for CERT.be, the Belgian Federal Police's eCOPS system, and the FCCU. Reports are automatically emailed to administrators, CERT.be, and the Federal Computer Crime Unit. A 24-hour cooldown per IP prevents duplicate reports. A minimum of 5 events is required before a report is generated. The IP block list provides permanent manual blocks that supplement the ITS's temporary blocks. Entries can be individual IP addresses, CIDR notation ranges, like 10.0.0.0/24, or -separated ranges. This check runs at the top of the middleware chain, before any other application logic. System 7, new in version 4.1, User Security Notifications. For the first time, when a security event affects a specific user's account, that user receives a direct, real-time notification, not just the security team. This closes a critical gap. Previously, a user whose session was hijacked or account was blocked had no immediate way to know what happened. Now they do. The User Security Notifications system supports 8 distinct event types. Session hijack, triggered when a session anomaly is detected on the user's account. Login anomaly, an unusual login pattern, like a new device or location. Password change, notifying the user when their password is modified. Account block, when the user's account is blocked by the IDS or bot detection. IP block, when the user's IP address is added to the block list. Two-factor auth change, when two-factor authentication settings are altered. Profile change, when account details are modified unexpectedly. Admin action, when an administrator manually acts on the account. Notifications are delivered through 2 channels, an in-app notification bell with an unread count and full history, and an email alert. Each notification includes the timestamp, the triggering IP address, the event details, and a recommended action, such as if you did not do this, please reset your password immediately. The system is configured per user. Administrators can enable or disable each channel independently. The TI1 Voice platform now operates with 7 security systems working in concert. 9 IDS detection scenarios catch specific attack patterns in real time. 9 bot detection signals score automated traffic with algorithmic precision. 11 AI-analyzed conditions ensure comprehensive log surveillance. 4 threat intelligence phases build a complete profile of every attacker. No single layer is enough, but together, every threat can be detected, blocked, investigated, documented, and reported all automatically. This is defense in depth, not as a concept, but as a working system. Thank you for watching.